to Matt Reviews Books, and I am your host, Matt. And this is a book review, book-related, well, publishing-related channel dedicated to older books. Books that were bestsellers back in the day, but aren't any longer. Also, it's sort of like anything else that basically, if it's ink to a page, I'll probably talk about it. So, magazines, newspapers, graphic novels, comic books. Yeah, it's all the genres and all of it. All of it. Just an umbrella. A big umbrella covering a lot. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then, go ahead and subscribe. Follow along. We'll get back to Song of Ice and Fire series, because, hey, if it works for George R.R. Martin to not complete a series, it works for me too. Anyway, this week we're talking about, yes, Jim Butcher, Deadbeat, Harry Dresden novel. Novel of the Dresden Files, that's what it is. So, I guess with that, we will move right along to synopsis. Our hero, Harry, whatever, Dresden is, he's basically blackmailed by a powerful vampire, Mavra, to find the word of Kemmler. But she won't tell Harry what the word of Kemmler is, so, he's got to figure it out. And, well, he can't tell anybody about the deal. The deal being that he finds the book, or the word of Kemmler. Turns out it's a book. Spoiler. But he has to find it, or Mavra will release these incriminating photos of Harry's friend, Karen Murphy, and ruin her career, possibly send her to jail. So he has to do this without telling anybody what's happening and why he's doing it. Turns out, it's not going to be a simple matter of a little bit of research because there are three, not one, not two, three necromancers who also want the word of Kemmler. They don't just talk to the dead, but they really do raise the dead, bring the dead. Harry has to deal with that. So there's necromancers, which means, of course, zombies and ghosts. Where are you going to really introduce zombies and such but a morgue? And that's where we're introduced to, I guess, I don't know if this is the first time we're introduced. The way that Jim Butcher introduces Butters, it's kind of like it is the first time we kind of really get to be introduced to Waldo Butters, who is a mortician. He's a medical examiner. And then, Butters becomes inextricably involved in a mission that really Harry has to be kind of coy about, at the same time fighting off super zombies and necromancers and things of that ilk. There is an undead fight that is absolutely perfect. It's wonderful. And so let's just hop into Alright, first of all, that undead fight. The undead fight, Harry follows the laws of magic, and within the Dresden Files universe, one of the laws is that you can't engage in necromancy. Necromancy is black magic, and it's a death penalty. And so you can't do that. What Harry does, though, and I won't reveal it, to deal with all these undead, and how to use their magic against them is very, it's funny. It's really entertaining, and it's a great fight scene within the book. Second of all, Butters. I love Butters. Butters reminds me of me. I mean, he's described as a small man, and I'm not small. I'm short, but I'm not small. But Butters is a small man, but he's also has a very familiar streak of moral cowardice, not courage, moral cowardice. He's craven, and I personally really identify that because as much as I might put on this tough, gruff exterior, this hardened warrior of life, in fact, I'm quite soft in the underbelly and tend to run away. And so Butters is really entertaining because Butters rises to the occasion. He just, yeah, he's sort of he's totally human, has no powers except for his intellect. He's very smart, but he really is the human side of all this going on. More than Karen Murphy, more than anything else, he's just the guy. And so that's awesome. I love Butters. Yeah, and finally, this book made me laugh. Like several times, I laughed out loud. I was alone by myself. It wasn't like, hey, this is pretty funny, read it. It was like, oh, that's funny. Genuinely, there's some good moments. One-liners and scenes. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you follow along. Hit subscribe. Because, you know, there's going to be sheep coming up. Sheep. I'll see you next time.